Now, what about the people aboard the ark? Who was responsible for the people? What people were aboard the actual ark? Again, Imam al-Husayn al-Baghawi rahimahullah tells us by relating all the evidences as well as the statements of the Sahaba that they've taken from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He says, quote, "The intent expressed with these ayat is that humanity, all of them, are from the genealogy of Nuh. It has been related by Ad-Dahhak from Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu that he said, when Nuh disembarked from the ark, all of the women and men with him died, except for his children and their women. Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib said that the children of Nuh alayhi salam were three: Sam, Ham, and Yafith. As for Sam, he is the father of the Arabs, the Persians, and the Romans. Ham is the father of all the black-skinned people, and Yafith is the father of the Turks, Western Europeans, Ya'juj and Ma'juj, and others besides them." Close quote. This is taken from Ma'alim al-Tanzil, pages 1090 to 1091. Now, with Christians, we do have in common these three sons. We agree on that. But in the Christian Bible, Sam is referred to as Shem, Yafith is referred to as Japheth, and Ham is referred to just as Ham. So indeed, we both agree at that point. Ibn Atiyah rahimahullah also informs us in explaining Surah Al-A'raf, ayah 64. He says, quote, "In explanation of the verse, it has been stated that there were present in the boat 40 men, some state 80, and some have said 10, and they are his children, Yafith, Sam, and Ham. And it has been asked by At-Tirmidhi, it has been stated by At-Tirmidhi and other than him in many of the books of hadith that, quote, indeed all of the mankind now is from the progeny of Nuh alayhi salam. So then the issue then bears on that the other 10, or in some accounts 40 people, were grandchildren of Nuh as well as his progeny and descendants. So by joining between the ayah and the hadith, then whoever was in the boat that was not his child did not have a lineage, and that has been related. And if that had not been the case, something contradicting it would have been made clear in the hadith and the ayah. Close quote. This is taken from Al-Muharrar al-Wajiz, pages 715 to 716. What Imam Ibn Atiyah is telling us is that the actual verse that he is commenting upon, it could be 40 or 80 men or 10. The reason why is in the verses that talk about the survivors that were along with Nuh, it mentions the term Ahl. The word Ahl, which means people or family, could refer to any number of people. We do know his 3 sons were aboard, but as far as everyone else, there are a hadith that note that there were others in the boat in addition to them. But the exact numbers are merely indicated and not clearly stated in the ahadith. So this is not an issue of argumentation. It is an issue merely of textual variation. Imams al-Mawardi and al-Izz ibn Abdul Salam rahimahumullah, they also state, quote, there were 8 aboard the ark: Nuh, his 3 children, and the 4 women. Thus all of humanity are from his descendants. The Arabs and the non-Arabs are the offspring of Sam, and the Romans, Greeks, Turks, and Slavs and Western Europeans are the children of Yafith. And those of Sudan and other black-skinned races are the children of Ham. Closed quote. This is taken from Tafsir al-Quran, pages 470 to 471. Again, this agrees with the actual Christian account as contained in the book of Genesis. There is absolutely no differentiation between this. Now someone could ask, how was the ark made? What was the ark made out of? Was it a metal barge, a steel barge, a wooden barge, or just a simple small rowboat, or a yacht? Exactly what form and shape did it have? Because in order to carry animals and numerous people, it would have had to have had a very sturdy structure. So what type of boat are we talking about? The actual way of making the ark was revealed to the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam by Allah. Allah states the following. Quote, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَاصْنَعِ الْفُلْكَ بِأَعْيُنِنَا وَوَحِينَا وَلَا تُخَاطِبْنِي فِي الَّذِينَ ظَلِمُوا إِنَّهُمْ مُغْرَقُونَ وَيَصْنَعُ الْفُلْكَ وَكُلَّمَا مَرَّ عَلَيْهِ مَلَأٌ مِّنْ قَوْمِهِ سَخِرُوا مِنْهُ. So construct the ark under our instruction and revelation, and do not speak with me regarding those who are oppressors, for they have drowned. And as he was constructing the ark, whenever the elite of his people passed by, they mocked him. Surah Hud, the 11th surah, ayat 37 to 38. So indeed, this information regarding the ark, its design or floor plans or blueprint, was revealed to the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam by Allah. So that way the planning and the building of it and construction would be complete. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says further about this. He says, وَحَمَلْنَا عَلَى ذَاتِ أَلْوَاحٍ وَدُسُرٍ. And we carried him on an ark made of planks and nails. Surah Al-Qamar, the 54th surah, ayat 13 through 14. Therefore, we can see from this that the ark was constructed. It was made under the instruction and revelation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ibn al-Jawzi rahimahullah, one of our great imams, gives us some food for thought on these verses. He says, quote, it is related from Ad-Dahhak, from Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, that he said, in relation that a man with a walking stick came with his son and saw Noah. The father said, O my son, look at this old man. Beware of him and do not let him deceive you. The boy said, O father, let me take possession of the stick. Then the boy took it and hit him, Noah, with one blow. Blood poured over the face of Noah, and he said, O my Lord, you see what they are doing to your servants. If you have some purpose for them, then guide them. And if not, then give me patience until your judgment is brought about. Then Allah revealed to him, none of your people will believe except who has already believed. Surah Hud, the 11th surah, ayah 36. So construct the ark under our instruction. He said, O Lord, what is the ark? He said, a house of wood that will go on the face of the water, by way of which the people who obey me will be saved, and those who disobey me will be drowned. He, Nuh, said, O Lord, where is the water? He, Allah, said, indeed, whatever I will, I am able to do. Nuh said, O Lord, where is the wood? Allah said, plant a tree, a teak tree, and then the teak tree will grow for 20 years. Stay away from the calls of your people, and they will abstain and refrain from it, except that they might mock it. Then when the tree reached its limit, his Lord ordered him, Nuh, to cut it down, dry and tan it, and piece them together. Nuh said, Lord, how will I take this as a house? Allah stated to him, make it to have 3 compartments. Its top should be like the top of the peacock, its bow like the bow of a bird, and its tail or appendage like that of a rooster. And construct it so that it has many floors and chambers. Allah then sent Jibreel to him to teach him, and Allah revealed to him, hasten in preparation of the ark, for already my wrath has become stern upon those who disobey me. So he enlisted the service of carpenters to work on it with him, as well as Sam, Ham, and Japheth, who were with him building the ark. Its length was made to be 600 cubits, its width to be 330 cubits, and its height to be 33 cubits.